Welcome, everyone, to my first episode of Parker's Podcast. My Substack newsletter platform has the ability to create podcasts where I can perform audio recordings of various topics and upload them to Substack for my readers to listen to, in addition to the Substack newsletters that I publish on a regular basis. Now, I've been wanting to play with this podcasting feature for a while, but just haven't had an opportunity to do it. Recently, I hurt my wrist a little bit, and it's a little difficult for me right now to type very long articles. I can type decently, but would hurt a little bit if I needed to type a long article. So I thought, well, now's a good chance to try the podcast feature out and deliver this week's newsletter in podcast audio form. I'm not doing anything fancy right now with this first episode. Just give it a try. I'm using the onboard microphone on my MacBook Air to record this, so I hope the audio quality is good. I may need to later put a better microphone on this machine if I want to do more of these podcasts. Right now I'm just going to use GarageBand on the Mac to record it. Tried to do it in Logic Pro, was having some issues there. It's also storming out here. We've had a couple of tornado warnings this evening, so it's been difficult to get a podcast recorded and sent to you. You may even hear some of the thunder behind me. But hey, the show must go on, so I'm going to go ahead and give this podcast a try. It's maybe a little rough, not going to be perfect, but hey, it's a great way to just do a trial run on this thing and see how it works. And if you enjoy this podcast format and want to hear more podcasts from me in addition to the articles that I write on Substack, let me know and I'll be glad to record more and make some adjustments as well and try to enhance the quality of them in the future. So for this week, I'm just going to give a very quick technology tip that I discovered. So I'm not one to heavily listen to other people's music because I have a Paderewski gold medal. I was in the NFSM Piano Guild for 10 years. I took more than that on my piano lessons, but I was in the Guild for 10 years and received my Paderewski medal that final year. And so when I want to listen to music, many times I just sit down at the piano and play it myself. So I'm a very casual and infrequent listener of other people's music. However, if I do need to listen to another audio track or another music track, I found a great way to do this without paying and without dealing with ads. So if you don't want to pay the monthly fee for an Apple Music or Spotify subscription, although I'm not knocking those subscriptions because my own music album, I do have a music album that's on those subscriptions. So if you are subscribed to those, check out my Merry Christmas 2005 album on there. It's also available for purchase on iTunes and various other music outlets as well, where you can direct purchase it as well. But if you are a casual, kind of infrequent listener of music, and you say, I just don't want to pay for the monthly fee for an Apple Music or Spotify subscription, or if you just don't want to deal with Spotify's free tier that has the ads in between music and all of that, one source where you can find free music and ad-free music is the search engine SwissCows. Yeah, that's the name of it. It's called SwissCows. It's a search engine that's based in Europe, that's based in Switzerland, hosted in Switzerland. And I did talk about their search engine a while back on my Substack newsletter as a privacy-respecting search engine that uses the Bing search engine for your search results. But they have a mobile app that you can download for free on your smartphone or your tablet. and you can set it to music, and you can type in the name of a song that you're looking for, and you can find free music on there. And there's generally no ads in between the tracks either. The music is ad free, and the music is of decent quality. You're going to have to kind of hunt around to find some really good music on there at times when you're trying to look for things. Maybe not quite the quality that you would get with, an Apple Music or Spotify subscription. But again, if you're just a casual listener of music, then this is another good option that I recommend checking out. While you're at it, another thing that I like on the SwissCows website, if you visit the website itself, is they have these really neat little Faraday bags that are lined that can help protect against an EMP and can also protect your privacy as well. And I have a couple of these, and I keep some hard drives stored in them, especially off-site for backups. And so they're just another neat little bags that you can purchase as well, and they're very useful. And I have a handful of those as well. So that is my tip for this week. Hopefully, my wrists will be better coming up, and I can go back to writing some more lengthy Substack articles for you on my newsletter. But in the meantime, let me know what you think about this podcast format with Parker's Podcast, and see if this is something that you want me to continue doing on a regular basis in addition to my Substack articles. And if you do, maybe a couple times a month, I will give it a try and also try to work on the audio quality as well. So thanks again for listening to my first episode of Parker's Podcast, and we will see you later.